Maintaining momentum. Strategies for long-term motivation. The initial rush of starting a new project or goal is exhilarating. We feel motivated, energized, and unstoppable. But the challenge isn't starting. The challenge is maintaining momentum when the novelty wears off and the grind begins. That is the true test of commitment. For the next minutes, we'll break down the definitive strategies for transforming short-term motivation into unstoppable, long-term momentum. Part 1. The myth of the motivation spike. We first need to dismantle the myth that motivation is a constant, high-energy state. It's not a destination, it's a consequence. Motivation rarely causes action. It is more often the result of action. When we wait for the big, inspiring feeling to strike, we are set up for failure. Long-term success relies not on waiting for a spark, but on building a system that requires minimal effort to start. The key shift is moving from motivation-driven action to action-driven motivation. You start small, generate momentum, and that momentum creates the motivation to continue. The smallest possible win is always the goal when you feel resistant. Part 2. The power of systems over goals. While goals provide direction, systems ensure daily progress. Goals are fixed points. Systems are the processes you follow to get there. Relying solely on the goal creates a gap between your current reality and your desired future, which can be deep. The strategy here is to focus 100% on the system. Don't focus on losing 50 pounds. Focus on the system. I will exercise for 30 minutes every weekday morning. Don't focus on the finished novel. Focus on the system. I will write 500 words before checking email. This approach leverages the psychological principle of identity. You aren't pursuing a goal. You are simply acting like the person who achieves that goal. You are not trying to be a writer. You are a person who writes. You are not trying to be fit. You are a person who works out. This small shift in perspective ties your actions to your self-concept, making them easier to sustain. Part 3. Mastering microhabits. And the principle of compounding momentum is sustained by consistency, not intensity. This is where microhabits become your most powerful tool. A microhabit is a behavior so small and simple that it's impossible to say no to. If you want to read more, the microhabit is read 1 page. If you want to meditate, the microhabit is sit silently for 60 seconds. The objective is not the immediate result. The objective is showing up and reinforcing the habit itself. This is the principle of compounding in action. A 2-degree change in direction doesn't look like much today, but over months, it puts you in a completely different city. Daily, small, and consistent actions accumulate over time to produce massive non-linear results. The true power is in the repetition, not the size of the task. Never break the chain of consistency, even if the action is tiny. Part 4. Strategic optimization. Reducing friction and increasing rewards. Sustaining momentum requires constantly optimizing your environment to make good habits easier and bad habits harder. This is the science of friction. To reduce friction for desired habits, make the start effortless. Lay out your running clothes the night before. Put your necessary work materials on your desk before you leave for the day. The fewer steps required to start, the more likely you are to follow through. Conversely, increase friction for bad habits. Make them difficult. Put your phone in a different room while working. Delete distracting apps from your home screen. Add a tiny hurdle between you and the destructive behavior. Additionally, use immediate rewards. The human brain is wired for instant gratification. When pursuing a long-term goal, pair the completion of a hard micro-task with an immediate, small reward. This might be 5 minutes of browsing or a cup of your favorite coffee. This bridges the gap between the immediate effort and the distant reward, reinforcing the positive habit loop. Part 5. The resilience loop. Feedback, review, and adjust. Long-term motivation isn't possible without resilience. When momentum inevitably slows, you need a system for review, not panic. You must build a feedback loop. This means regularly reviewing your progress weekly or monthly and asking objective questions. What went well this week? What was the biggest obstacle? And what is the smallest change I can make next week to improve? This strategic review allows you to adjust your process without judging your identity. Setbacks are inevitable. They are not a signal to quit, but a signal to adjust your strategy. If a system isn't working, change the system, not the goal. This practice transforms slumps from soul-crushing failures into necessary data points. Part 6. Future pacing and the final commitment. To maintain momentum through difficult periods, you must consistently connect your current actions to your ultimate vision. This is future pacing. Take time daily to visualize the person you are becoming. See yourself experiencing the achievement of your long-term goal. This mental rehearsal anchors your immediate, painful action to a desirable future reward, giving it meaning and gravity. Finally, remember that discipline is simply choosing what you want most over what you want right now. Momentum is the force created by that choice, repeated daily. Stop waiting for the feeling. Start with the action. Trust the system. The compound effect of your small daily efforts will inevitably carry you to success.